Hi paper lovers, it's Sarah, and I'm going to be putting a card together with you today. I'm going to be using the Create a Critter cartridge and a little sign from the Walk in My Garden cartridge. So let's get started, because I don't want to run out of time. I'm going to start with a 5.5 by 5.5 pre-made card. And I just pick these up at Joann's whenever they go on sale. I like to give the 5.5 by 5.5 cards when I'm handing the card to a person, I'm giving it to them, because if you mail a 5.5 by 5.5 card, you have to put an extra stamp on it, which is not a big deal, but just so you know in case you didn't know that. So I didn't want the card to be white, so I'm going to add a background or a mat of 5.5 by 5.5 craft cardstock to my card. Let me make sure I have it open right. I haven't done a video in a while since my meet and greet, which, oh my goodness, you guys are so stinking sweet. That video did not turn out at all like I thought it would. But you guys responded so well to it, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's that. And then this paper here is from the DCWV Flower Shower Spring Stack, and this is going to act like a little sky background, and it's cut at 5.25 by 5.25, and we are using the skunk today from Create a Critter, and the card is going to say, "You are so stinkin' cute." I mean, you are so stinkin' sweet. I'm thinking that skunk is so stinkin' cute. Okay, so we're just going to line that up. A little sky background. I just love these little flowers and the little leaves. Really cute. Okay, now let's get to our Cricut cuts. We're going to start with the grass, and I cut it at 1.5 inches. It's from page 45 in the handbook, and I cut it 3 times. And it's the long grass. I did this card pretty simple. You could add to it by adding, there's the short grass on there. You could add that. You could cut the grass in 2 different color greens if you'd like. I like to do that too to add a little texture. You can run this through your cuddle bug. And when I'm gluing this grass down, I like to leave the top of it not glued, so it kind of lifts up a little bit off the page, just for just an added touch. But however, I am kind of covering up most of this grass, so it doesn't really matter too much on this card. Whoops. So there's a lot you can do to it. You can ink the edges if you'd like, but like I said, I'm kind of keeping it simple. And I'm hanging these off. We'll trim those. So I have set my alarm in the other room because the screen on my cell phone broke, so I can't use that as my timer, and that's like the only thing I have that has a timer on. So I actually set my alarm for 9 minutes. So if you hear some, an alarm go off in the background, that's what it is, and then I need to turn the camera off. Okay, so there's our 3 pieces of grass, and then I cut this little trunk. Isn't that so stinking cute? I love that. It's on page 61, and I cut it at 1.25 inches. And I'm going to just glue this down. And I could probably use my glue runner, but oh well. And I'm going to stick this down here. I'm going to lift it up a little bit, not all the way down to the bottom, because I'm going to put some flowers down there. See what I said? I'm covering up most of the grass. So you actually could cut the grass a little bit bigger if you'd like it to stick out from behind the tree trunk. But I'm kind of doing this as I go along, which is really not like me. I usually will make the card first before I do a video, and I'm just kind of winging it today. So here's my little sign, and I'm trying to, I didn't lift up this grass enough. This little sign is actually cut from Walk in My Garden, and you can find it on page 2.5, and I'm sorry, I cut it at 2.5. I cut it at real dial size. I do not know if it makes a difference, but I cut it at real dial size just in case, and it's on page 105. And I'm going to stick that down there. And then the sentiment, "You are so stinkin' sweet," I actually just wrote. I know I never do that. I don't like my handwriting. But you could print it out on the computer. I just didn't feel like doing it today. Or, if you have a stamp that says that, that'd be cute. Kind of goes along with the skunk theme. So there's that. And the little piece of cardstock, I don't know if you can see where I wrote the "You Are So Stinkin' Sweet." I kind of distressed the edges a little bit just to kind of make it look like it's an old weathered sign or something like that. Okay, let's see. Now we have our little sunshine. And the little sunshine is cut back to Create a Critter. Everything else is Create a Critter. Page 53 at 2 inches, I believe, because I actually cut this sun to use on a different project and I didn't use it. I measured it, and it does measure at 2 inches, but you know, Cricut users know they don't always cut out at the size they measure at. But I'm pretty sure it's 2 inches. And I'm just going to put him on a little angle, and he's just smiling down on our little skunk here. And here's our little skunk, and of course I made her pink. And she's so stinking cute. Isn't she cute? And you really could, you could add your white gel pen. You know, take your little white gel pen and add the dots around her. You can add flock in here. You could use pattern paper on her instead of just plain cardstock. But like I said, I kind of did it simple today. And I did take my white gel pen and put little dots in her eyes and in the eyes of the sun and in the eyes of the trunk just to give them a little personality. So I'm just going to pop her up on some foam squares. Like that. Okay. I had a lot of fun doing that meet and greet video. That felt pretty silly, but okay, now let me see if I can. Now she is going to kind of cover up the leaf here, but okay, we'll just stick that right there. Okay, look how cute that turned out. So cute. Now I'm going to add a little bit of detail. I am going to grab, and I'm going to use these Prima flowers that come in this bottle that I got at Michael's. And I'm going to grab my glue dots. I'm just using the tiny glue dots. And I'm going to grab them with my paper piercer. These paper flowers, I don't know, I can't seem to, Okay, and I'm just going to add this up here to her hair. Little flower. And I'm going to take some clear rhinestone bling. And we're going to add that to the middle. Hold on, Stevie, when I'm done I'll let you know, okay? Okay, so there's a little bling to her, the middle of the flower. And then I'm going to take a couple more of the little flowers from the same bottle. And grab another glue dot here. Put that on the flower. And we're going to put this down here at the bottom where our sign is. So it just kind of looks like there's some flowers growing at the bottom of our sign. And I have a little smaller flower. Okay. It's going to go right in the middle there. And then I have 3 more little flowers. Oh, I wish I knew how I was doing on time. Okay. I swear when you're doing these videos, it feels like 5 minutes goes by. And all of a sudden, it's like 10 minutes. And I'm just going to put this little flower here on the little trunk. And then I have another flower. Almost done, guys. And I'm going to put that kind of up here on the trunk a little bit. And then I have one more, a little darker. Oops. Just moved everything. Right there. And then I'm going to put that one kind of down here. Okay, and then we're just going to, oh, there goes my alarm. Okay, so I'm just going to take my scissors and trim off the grass, and that's it. We're pretty much done. So there's the card. Hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a blessed day.